Hi guys, and in this video we're going to discuss how our life changed
before versus after
marriage. In a world pre-2009, we looked like this. And after, we look like this.
Ta-da!
Before marriage, of course, number one, before marriage, we did not live together.
No.
We did not. No.
And then we got married, and we did, and we do, and we will.
That's right. Number two, before marriage equals no sex. And that's it. But after marriage, hello to you too. Number three, how we spent our time changed quite drastically.
Yes, it did.
We used to have, now I'm going to say we used to have more private time, but that's not in a bad way. What I mean is we had more time when we were not next to each other. Literally not next to each other. Hello. But that's a good thing and it's a bad thing. It's the thing that changes, and life is full of different seasons. Before we got married and we weren't next to each other right all the time, therefore you just had time where you weren't next to each other. That's it. And now we're next to each other kind of lots of times.
Yes,
Yeah, that's it.
not in a bad way. So yeah, number four is that life was a little bit less predictable. Now, and let me explain what, because that sounds really bad. It's like, oh, your life is boring now. I'm not saying that whatsoever. What I'm saying is that because like before you're married, you're not necessarily as accountable to the other person, to another person. You may not have the same level of responsibilities and the same things that you have to handle and deal with. Like even just like, I finish work now, I want to go out.
You can.
And it's not like, I want to go out, I forbid you. It's not that at all. You are not allowed to go out. Don't ever leave that. Leave work, come straight home. It's not that.
My boys miss me, man. No, I'm only joking.
I know, we're married too. What are you talking about?
I know, we all miss each other. That's the truth.
But no, but it's like, you just like, because it's courteous and like you care for the other person. You're
That's
like,
right. There you go.
oh, I'm going to go out. Are you cool with that? Like, yes, go forth, enjoy yourself. Yeah.
Or we've got YouTube videos to shoot.
Yeah, we got stuff to do. So, yeah. So before we got married, life is like maybe a bit less predictable as a whole. Okay. Good.
No.
Number five is that when we got married, we now had a permanent Netflix/Prime Video / whatever binge streaming watcher viewer person for your life, partner life.
For life.
For life.
That's right.
Yes. Whereas before we got married, although when we were before we got married, there was no Netflix.
True.
And there was like no streaming services. And wow, you forget what life was like back then,
That's
isn't
right.
it? Right? And so series was only released on like a weekly basis, and it was only like when that series ended, you had to just
Hope for the best and wait for it to turn up again.
Yeah, and
or buy the DVD. You could do that.
Oh yeah, you had like a box set. It was like this big. But anyway, so now that we're married, we have a permanent.
That's right.
Person that we watch certain series together with, or fall asleep because when we're watching it. Do you know this week it's taken us a whole week to get through one Bake Off episode because we've just fallen
Just
asleep.
next level. Like literally 5 efforts.
Really bad. Anyway.
Number 6, life has more accountability, and this is real important. If you are getting married, you need to be aware of this, and for the record, this is a good thing. More accountability, spiritually, money-wise, time, attention. There's probably loads more, but those will do.
Just small things.
Yeah, you know, but it's a part of your intertwined life. It's also your responsibility. It's just a good thing to have some accountability, and it's also really good actually to have someone who expects you to live up rather than just
I think like before we were married, it was not like we had no one that we were accountable to.
True.
Like if you have good friends, your friend should hold you to account if you're messing stuff up, right?
Yeah.
Or even if you're doing good things. If you have good friends, they'll let you know, right?
That's right.
But it's like your spouse, you see them every day, and so you're more
It's a
accountable.
permanent accountability type of thing. Now this is sort of more for me than for you, I suppose.
Yeah,
Partly because of age, I reckon. But when I look back over, you know, the comparing before marriage to being married, it's for me a kind of a weird, bittersweet feeling. And the reason is because before I got married to you, I got to look forward to getting married to you. Right? Now I'm married to you.
I've noticed that.
And I don't have that feeling. I'm not able to have that feeling of looking forward to being married, which seems a bit horrible and not nice, because it was a nice feeling to look forward to getting married. But now I've got the wonderfulness of being married. So it's just one thing, it gets swapped for another. So it's not a negative, it's just a difference. For me, there was this kind of weird feeling of, oh, I'm really looking forward to getting married. Oh yeah! And then when you get married, you can't have this I'm looking forward to getting married feeling anymore, because you've achieved that, which is wonderful. For you though,
For me, I got married quite young, so if it sounds, I was 19 when we got married. So if I'm honest, I didn't have like big looking forward to get married. It's like, oh, I really like him. I think God telling me I should marry him. Okay.
that's a way simpler life. Let's be honest with ourselves here.
Because I didn't have like this huge long wait. I had like I'd only just recently finished my A-levels when we started going out, and so it was not that long after that we got married. So there wasn't like this huge massive lifetime before, like, do you know, does that make sense?
I mean, in the bigger scheme of things, it's not a huge amount of time.
No,
but
not
it felt
really.
like a huge amount of time. So
yeah,
you know.
so it's on your point, for me, I was sort of just indifferent. But I like being married.
Nice recovery.
All that being said, number 7 is that my life got unbelievably more stable when we got married. So from the age of about 12 to the age of 19, I moved 7 to 8 times.
Which is mashed up, by the way.
All inside of London, but like not even just in the same section of London. I sort of moved all around London a lot of times. And so from the age, when we got married, it was the first time in 7 years that I hadn't moved.
Where you didn't have the expectation that you might move suddenly.
I was just like, okay, we're here in like for at least a couple of years, and that wasn't like at the end of 2 years, that's the end, and now you have to move, which had happened before to me. So my life got a lot more stable when I got married. And just for the record, I didn't marry him for that. It was an added bonus.
I'm sure none of us thought that.
No, because I can understand how it can sound, but I don't mean it like that.
Yeah, okay. I believe you. The evidence has borne fruit and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, number 8. This is rather important. When you get married, the difference, you're helping people and you're encouraging them and you're in ministry together and all that kind of stuff, if you're active in your church, etc., etc. But when you get married, now you have that combined effort as a couple. Whatever the way that God takes your life, you're now meant to be helpmeets for each other. I mean, in Genesis, it actually says about Eve being a helpmeet to Adam, but also there will have been occasions there must have been, even if it doesn't say so in Genesis, Adam would have helped her. And just the same as I help you, you help me, and together,
ta-da!
We're in ministry together somehow. And it's pretty wonderful, ladies and gentlemen. Marriage is a good thing. It's cool, and it's wonderful, and I like it.
Yeah.
So
if you're looking to get married, maybe that's how you stumbled on this video. If you want some practical tips how you and your partner can get ready for marriage, like some practical ways, not just like prayer is very important and it's what you should do.
Of course.
But you also need to do some practical stuff like
yes, you do.
as well. So go and check out that next video and we will see you later, guys.
Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye.